Restaurant of the day. Oh, this is Scott's restaurant of the day. Here on the Scott Sands Show, smashing Toledo.com. Restaurant of the day.
That would be the wrong one. It took me the entire song to realize it's not the right song.
No, that's not the right song, but you've got some impressive jingles.
It's a Scott Sands Show.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's a politics-free Friday on the Scott Sands Show, everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app, Twitter, and Facebook, maybe TikTok, Twitch. I don't know. You can find me on Scott Sands. One of our favorite parts of Friday, because of course it is the weekend. We get to talk to ToledoNow host from FOX36. Follow her on Facebook as well. Emily, happy Friday. We got a lot of stuff to talk about this weekend.
Yeah, we sure do. Happy Friday to you.
So are you a fan of The Bachelor at all, or The Bachelorette? Do you watch that show? Are you into the pool at your partner TV station, WTOL, that Jordan Strack does every year?
Oh, God, no. Absolutely not. My mom, when I moved back home from college, I lived with my mom almost a year, and that was her jam. And I forced myself a few times, but no.
It's one of those shows that I get sucked into, and I really don't like to admit it. I don't watch it from start to finish, but
Yeah.
I'll watch like the first couple of episodes. I'll usually grab an episode somewhere in the middle, just randomly if I'm home on a Monday night, and I'll watch the finale just to see what happens, and the after the rose to watch all the cat fighting amongst the bachelorettes. But I got to tell you, and I mean, you can judge me if you want to. Two of me talking here. I really like this bachelorette. I think Katie is a sweetheart.
Good. Yeah. Well, you're not the first guy who has told me that they watch The Bachelorette on a regular basis. Like, I think it helps them with dating ideas and
No,
just kind of.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't, because they're unrealistic.
Right. It makes dating unrealistic for guys. It makes life harder for guys. What do you mean you're just going to take me to dinner and a movie? On The Bachelor, they get hot air balloon rides in France.
Oh gosh. Yeah. And just the facade. I mean, it's a competition. Like, I would so keep it a little uncomfortably real if I were on that show. Like, I'm not a kiss ass. I would tell him, like, I was not feeling what you said right there, or did. I'm just not, I just wouldn't play the game very well. So that's why I just don't watch it in general. But some of the guys were like, it's good to know what type of competition is out there in terms of men and bachelors, to kind of see what they have to play against in real life. But I was like, no, these guys are characters. These aren't everyday Joes.
I'm a short, fat, white guy. I can't compete against those 30 chiseled, rich dudes with rock hard. What kind of chance do I stand in the wild if those are the guys that I'm competing with to get a date? It makes no sense. The thing that always gets me, whether it's The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, are the 20 to 30 guys or the girls are, I'm falling in love with this girl after a couple of days competing against the other 24 dudes.
No, exactly.
She's made out with her, that he's made it. No, you're not falling in love.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's just kind of making themselves believe they are so they can win, or they just want to keep continuing on. I wonder if they ever feel like in those interviews that they do, if the Bachelor or the Bachelorette gets to view their responses, which I'm pretty sure they don't, right? But sometimes it's like they're sucking up to the camera, thinking that, they're going to, their opinion on all of it, on the guy and the whole situation, is going to be heard by him, and it's going to increase their chances. That's what I think.
The producers have to be feeding information to the Bachelor.
Something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they're all sucking up to it. And I'm like, oh God, I would be terrible on that show.
And Jordan Strack's probably yelling at the radio right now. If guys watching The Bachelor improve their dating life, there's no reason for Jordan to be single. because he watches it religiously. And for guys, you can actually bet on it now. Like you drive across the border to one of the states where online gambling is legal, you can make wagers on BetMGM and DraftKings and all of the betting apps.
So who are you thinking so far? I haven't watched it, but
I don't know if I like any of these guys, but I mean, there's a cat guy who wore a cat costume, and it's just weird. It's just odd.
Oh yeah, someone showed up with an RV.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy. That was odd. He was essentially a serial killer. One of the guy's job titles was Sipper Sales Manager. What does that even mean?
A sipper? A sipper?
Sipper.
Like a sippy cup?
No, like for your pants.
A zipper. Zipper sales manager. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he runs a factory that makes zippers, but oh, God. Well, good luck with that journey, Scott.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm never going to bring it up to you again. We're talking with Toledo Now host Emily from FOX36. Do you like cherries? There's a big cherry fest this weekend. That's one of your weekend picks, Emily's weekend picks at FOX36.com.
Yeah, I like cherries. I bought some because I was having trouble sleeping for a while, and they have a natural melatonin in them. So, yeah, I'm really stoked about this. We didn't have cherry festivals in Houston. This just sounds like such a quintessential Midwest summer event. And so I'm going to try to get out there either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, there's going to be cherry pie eating contests, cherry pageants. There's going to be amusements. There's going to be rides. There's going to be a 5K run, and then live music, a parade, and lots of other cherry filled goodies that you can purchase for yourself. So it's in White House, Ohio, and it started Thursday and it goes up until tomorrow till 11 p.m. And they're also going to have a beer and wine garden for the adults, and they might have some like cherry flavored beers or wines. I don't know, but yeah, it sounds like just a delightful summer event.
Yeah, I want to know more about this cherry pageant.
It's like Little Miss Cherry Festival. So it's like ages 5 through, I don't know, I think it might go into the teens, but I've never seen a beauty pageant in real life. So I was like, maybe I'll go try to check that out.
Oh, you've never seen a beauty pageant in real life?
No, not in real life. Like, I mean, I've seen it on TV, and I used to have a notebook and I would write down all the winners in each round and who I thought, like, I was a devoted spectator. But now I couldn't care less. But no, I think it'd be fun to see one in real life since I was fascinated with them when I was younger, watching them on TV.
That's in the White House this weekend. Also in Old Orchard, a neighborhood garage sale. Everybody in the neighborhood getting rid of all their old junk.
Yeah. So 40 houses in Old Orchard are participating in this. It's an annual garage sale. And since they didn't have it last year, you can imagine there's junk that accumulated that you can get your hands on first. So that's going on from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And, it's cool to find some fun summer finds that are used. Who knows what you'll find? It's always interesting going to garage and estate sales. Go with the intent of getting a shirt and you come home with like a old fashioned telephone or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I've started to search for some antique radios, like those big console radios, and you're going to find those in estate sales and garage sales.
I love that for you. How appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bought one yet. I've seen a couple, but I don't want to buy something that I'm going to have to spend a lot of time restoring because I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
But if I can find one, I will pay more if it's in good condition and I don't have to do anything to it.
Yeah. Well, everyone listening, if you make it out to the estate sale and you see an antique radio for Scott, send it on over to him. Let's get his collection started.
The other pick that you've got up, Emily's weekend picks at FOX36.com, is at the Toledo Museum of Art. I don't get there nearly enough. This exhibit sounds incredible.
It sounds really fun. It's the first exhibition of its kind, and it's highlighting the supernatural and paranormal. And so there's going to be lots of different mediums of it, like painting, acrylics, photography, I'm assuming. But I thought this tied in well because isn't the Pentagon supposed to be releasing some UFO report soon?
Very soon.
Where the heck is it?
It's been leaking out slowly that there are crafts in the sky that our military have chased, and they can't explain it. They're not saying that they're aliens, but they're not saying that they're not aliens either. They're just saying
Yeah.
what the hell these are, and I think that's just as frightening. What do you mean you don't know what these things are?
Yeah, no. Well, they might. I don't know. They might elaborate a little bit more in this new information that's going to be released. But yeah, I think that's going to be kind of the theme this year. It's like paranormal and what's out there, and we're not alone, and this big reveal from the Pentagon. And so it's a good way to beat the heat also. So if you want to go to the Toledo Museum of Art, the exhibit opens tomorrow, but it's going to go on until September. So you have plenty of opportunities to go and catch it. But yeah, it's the first exhibition of its kind, like I said. So it just seemed pretty interesting. I'm going to want to go check it out.
Yeah, I want to see that too. I
Yeah.
know people are really into like ghost hunting and paranormal, but and it fascinates me. I don't know how much of it I believe, like with regards to ghosts, and I'm not a skeptic. I haven't closed my mind, but I haven't seen enough to convince me for sure.
I think with what they're going to tell us, we're going to have to be a little bit more open-minded than we typically are. That's my take.
If there was a time for the government to tell us that there are aliens, it would be this year, because it would get normally there's life on other planets. There are aliens visiting Earth would be the lead story. This year, maybe at page 3.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm getting more and more interested in the whole phenomenon of it. With the announcement of this release. But yeah, I'm ready for it to come out. So you can get hyped up for the big event of what the Pentagon has to say with this art exhibition.
All of Emily's weekend picks are online at FOX36.com. The one thing that did make your weekend picks, you and I have a jazz date tomorrow at 3rd Street Cigar in Waterville.
That's right. So I'm filming for Father's Day, 3rd Street Cigar. I thought it was very appropriate. Just kind of a fun guy thing to do. And, smoke cigars, drink a whiskey, what you do every weekend,
What are you saying?
No,
are you judging me?
What am I talking about? But yeah, there's a jazz festival being put on by the Toledo Jazz Orchestra. Okay. Mm-hmm. Toledo Jazz Orchestra. And they're going to block off the road in it's Waterville. So what's that road?
3rd Street.
3rd Street. Okay. 3rd Street Cigar. Duh.
Right. Yeah. Makes it easy to find. It's the first annual Latin jazz celebration and dance show featuring the Toledo Jazz Orchestra, Los Gatos, Paulette Studio of Dance, the Ballroom Company, Linda Parra from 96.3 Nuestra Gente, which is a Spanish language station here in town. Friend of the stations, Linda Parra, a great woman, who's putting it on, and it should be a lot of fun. I think that starts what time? 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Yeah. So I'm gonna film from 4 to about 6, and then I'm gonna sit back and take in some jazz and the Latino dances. Doesn't that sound great? Oh, I love that combo.
You have a cigar with me?
No. I'm being good.
Maybe a bourbon? You and I a cigar and a bourbon?
Yeah. We'll see, Scott. I told you Memorial Day weekend was pretty heavy. I'm trying to make up for the damage.
It's been a couple of weeks. See if we can be a bad influence on you.
Yeah.
Angel and devil sitting on your shoulder. So we'll see it
tomorrow. Yeah, I know, right? You're the devil.
Jazz date.
You're the devil.
What did I do? I'm sweet and innocent. Just picked up a teddy bear.
Yeah. Their camo jacket.
Real quick, and by the way, we are on Zoom at WSPD.com. We're almost out of time here, Emily, but real quick, what was your Toledo Now this week that you can watch? If you missed it, it's on the Fox 36 page.
Yeah, so this place has been covered by pretty much every outlet aside from me. I was kind of the last to get to it, but the Art on Market shops just opened downtown this past May, and it's very close to the Toledo Farmers Market. But anyways, yeah, I did my entire piece on the Art on Market shops, and they've got 16 local artists displaying over 200 pieces of work, including the Toledo Lamp Company, which they make lamps out of piping and like blenders and really odd stuff. So, but then, you know, you can walk and you can actually see artists in action painting, and they've got all their pieces up for display. There's this like crystal ball lady there, and a music she does like healing, and then there's like, you know, not watercolors, but there's a jewelry store. It's a really fun way to spend a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. They're only open on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, if you head out to the Toledo Farmers Market, you can go into some AC and scope out some local artwork, and it's very affordable. You know, you don't have to go there with a $5,000 budget. You can go with like maybe a few hundred budget and get a few pieces. It's really cool, and support local artists. You know, it's been hard for them the past year.
Support local everything. We're all into
everything.
Into
Yep. Yeah.
Find Emily on Facebook, Emily Fox36 and Fox36.com, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon.
All right, sounds good. Have a good Friday. In the meantime, bye everyone. Bye.